First reason, I give you 10 reasons why PerfecTTen is a perfect dream home, right? And why is it so good, right? First reason, freehold, right? As you know, freehold is basically ownership for perpetuity, right? Fee simple for short, meaning that without any condition attached to the land holding. Government cannot take your land, but they got to compensate lah, right? The government can take and it can do anything, but they got to compensate, right? But freehold, you can pass to your future generations, right? As you know, freehold land is basically very rare, about 80-20, right? 20% freehold, 80% 99. But bear in mind, this is not just freehold, yeah. This is freehold in prime district Bukit Timah, right? So that's the key difference. Out of that 20%, right? You narrow down further to prime district. How rare can it be, right? Freehold land in other outskirts of Singapore is fine, but this is freehold in prime district Bukit Timah side. So it's even more rare, right? As I said, these figures from URA and ERA research itself, everything is about 80-20, right? 20% freehold, 80% 99. And all the government new launches are definitely 99. So key point, okay, a lot of the Indonesians, a lot of the PRC Chinese, and also a lot of locals like freehold. Yeah, in their mind is nothing but freehold. My mindset is also freehold. I always also like freehold, but I also invest in 99-year property, provided I sell fast, right? Okay, freehold, one thing good about freehold, you are not stressed, right? You're not stressed. 5-year, 10-year, 20. In fact, my property that I'm staying in have about 26 years old. The other property is about 29, 30 years old. So doesn't matter. It's still valuable. You hold on to it, it will get even pricier. You'll make profit, definite, right? So freehold is good. You don't have to be stressed by how old is your unit now. You know, rundown doesn't matter. You can renovate. So that's one thing good about freehold property. You don't have to be afraid of the time limit, right? You're also leaving behind a legacy. You see some of those freehold property, 100 years old, whatever things, you know, is still there, right? I have buyers that basically bought the first property even before Independence Day, Singapore, right? She bought it only for, I heard, 50,000, and right now it's about $5 million. Yeah, you're leaving behind a legacy for your children and your grandchildren, right? So that's one thing about freehold. Good. And of course, 99 years, you can point to your buyers about Bala stable, right? Bala stable, you get 99 years, right? 99 years, my principle, my mindset is you can invest in 99, but you have to get rid of it fast. Maximum 15 years or even 20 years stretch maximum limit. You have to sell. Because otherwise, if you don't sell, you show them this Bala curve, right? When it goes to basically 30, 40 years old, your value depreciate, right? Who wants to buy a property? Okay, you are a buyer, you buy a 40-year-old property, right? You left only with 60-year-old. You expect to have capital gain the next time that you want to sell after staying 10, 20 years? No. Bala curves basically prove a point. There's only, basically, if you go 99, the only thing that you can do is en bloc. Then you have a capital gain. Otherwise, it will definitely depreciate in value. Okay? Can you all hear me, guys? Okay, freehold. Okay. Second thing, location. Right? You're talking about prime district Bukit Timah, right? Near Orchard and Ardmore. It's the more expensive area, right? I heard this from Kevin Lim. In fact, he was telling us a story. His client know about ABCD, right? In this area, you must know ABCD. What does ABCD mean? Ardmore, A for Ardmore, B for Balmoral or Bukit Timah, C for Claymore, D for Draycott, right? A lot of the rich and the Indonesian know ABCD only, right? And they only know basically some of these places, right? Indonesian, they only know 3 or 4 places: Atmo Park, Paragon, Mount Elizabeth. Now they also know about Bukit Timah, right? So a lot of them like Bukit Timah because it's a very expensive, quiet area, right? And the location of PerfecTTen is good. It's in between Newton MRT and Stephen MRT, right? So if you want to basically go to Stephen MRT, you just take a bus, which is right in front of it, right? Right in front only, doorstep. And you take about two bus stop away, it goes to Stephen MRT. You don't even bother to walk. What, 950 meter? No, any bus goes to Stephen MRT. You don't need even to walk. I don't walk. I just wait for the bus to come, relax, hear music, and then pump goes Stephen MRT. Then I can take all the interchange that I want, right? Downtown straight, I go to Marina 1, or my son goes to Promenade. Very easy. Downtown line is to CBD, right? If I want to go Ang Mo Kio, Toa Payoh, whatever things, I go to Newton MRT. Just walk across only, right? Change at Newton MRT, right? And in fact, Newton MRT is the most connected MRT. You go all over Singapore, the most you change 1 or 2 stops, it goes anywhere, whatever line. So it's the most connected line, right? Tell your buyers that, hey, very convenient. You go anywhere, it's very, very convenient. And also, living in Bukit Timah is basically within half an hour drive. North, south, east, west, you can do, right? North, south, east, west, you can drive anywhere, right? At one stage, I go to Upper Thomson, I go to Sembawang, I says, wow, thank God I stay in Bukit Timah, right? Anywhere I go is half an hour only. Okay. You all heard about the flood in Bukit Timah, right? Well, if your buyer asks you, hey, Bukit Timah got the flood. This area in PerfecTTen area, no flood, because it's on higher ground. The flood in Bukit Timah is near to the lower ground, near the Maplewood area down there, right? Sterling, Maplewood, yeah, those areas, that will have the flood. But in this area, no flood. It's an expensive area near to Bukit Timah, near to Orchard and near to Atmo. In fact, I walk to Atmo Park almost every day, right? And also to Orchard, 20 minutes walk only. I also walk to the Goodwood Hill Park, very good. A lot of people go down there and exercise. So it's very, very near. You go Atmo Park, you go Orchard, you can walk, right? So that's location is basically key. And the view, you look at the view. This is the view that I took from my house, 10th floor, right? Perfect view. Nice unblocked area, right? In a bungalow enclave. And the wind is north-south direction. This is facing north. What you are seeing in this picture is facing north, right? So it's seasonal, north and south. Very nice. And this is pictorial from Terrence. I borrowed this. And you see the sort of the stretch, unblocked view all the way up to 1.6 km and beyond, right? And very, very nice view. And it's all along landed zoning area, right? And also, the good part is that right above the canal, right, they are going to build a sky park. Yes, they're going to build a sky park. So Doris Ong always tell us, hey, in any development that you sell, you must have a story to tell, right? This is a story. You have the Bukit Timah transformation, right? You have the sky park. The sky park, you can do bicycle riding, you can do anywhere to Singapore, you can do walk, right? And it's also a lot more greeneries, right? So there will be more greeneries above the canal. So it's a beautiful site. Right now, you look at it, it's just the canal, right? Empty. But then in next 2 years, etc., that will be beautified into a sky park. very nice. And it links to 3 gardens. Jurong Lake Garden, Garden by the Bay, and of course, our World Heritage Site, Singapore Botanical Garden, right? You go down there, you go and walk for 1 hour, 1.5 hours, breathe fresh air, look at the various type of flowers. I do that quite often. I basically sometimes during the weekend, I will go down there, walk, enjoy the flowers, smell the roses, just relax, right? People all the way from overseas come to see the Singapore Botanical Garden, right? And here we are, you just take a bus. You don't need to even just take a bus a few bus stops away, right? I think about 5 bus stops away. You go to the Botanical Garden, you walk and enjoy, right? Then after that, you can have breakfast around there also, right? So in the future, it will link to the Riverside Park also, right? Okay, this is the map by NPark. In future, right, you have your Sky Park linked to the Bukit Timah Rochor corridor, and it will link to anywhere. Northern Trail, the coast to coast Bukit Timah Trail. You can go to the south, north, south, east, west, right? If you are the adventurous type, you can cycle anywhere. I heard Terence also is a cyclist, so he can go down there and cycle all around Singapore, right? For those cyclists, you can do that. It's all connected. See, one thing good about our Singapore government, when they plan in detail, right? They plan in such a way that it's very, very connected. Everything is connected, right? You have your Sky Park, you have your Bukit Timah Rochor Green Corridor, you have all your Charles Trail, your Northern Trail, etc., West Coast, everything. So it's all interconnected. So you can go from all over Singapore, north, south, east, west. Okay, the third main reason why people come to Bukit Timah, I myself included, right? Because of the school. Everybody knows that Bukit Timah is the educational belt, right? Stress this point, educational belt, right? There are 20 over schools. And the best part for PerfecTTen is that is 1 km to our ACS Barker Boys and SCS Girls School, right? Whether you got boy or you got girl, doesn't matter, right? Some people, I got 1 boy and 1 girl, headache, right? No problem. You come to PerfecTTen, no headache, right? Okay, because you can go to the ACS Barker and you can go to the SCGS Girls, right? So that's the main key. Why people want to come to this PerfecTTen. I basically also stay because of ACS. Yeah, you have your ACS Barker and you have your ACS Junior, right? So primary because of that school, and not only the primary school, right? Some people think further. They want to go to the secondary school. They want to get the children to come to the junior colleges, Hwa Chong, NJC, everything. So from primary school all the way to junior colleges, it's all within Bukit Timah. You don't have to bother about transferring here, transferring there, right? Everything is one stretch. I have some clients and friends who says, oh, I stay down here. Is it because of your primary school? No, I send my son go to Hwa Chong. Oh, my son go to NJC. That's why I move here. Because of NJC or because of CJC. Okay. So my elder son went to CJC, right? So a lot of things. And because also some of them are in Raffles Girls Primary. They already got in because their mother is from Raffles Girls. So they want to stay closer. So stress the point is one of the main key factors. This is the intrinsic value. Later I explain, right? Intrinsic value, right? It's near to the school, 1 km. For Singaporean, you know lah, right? 1 km is very important to get priority into the school. So that is very key, right? Okay. 4th reason, right? Developer, right? developer. 𝗣𝗘𝗥𝗙𝗘𝗖𝗧 is just basically a special purpose vehicle that the developer use, right? When you use a SPV to buy land and to use this for your project account, right? But the actual holding company is PED Singapore, right? So PED basically is the holding company of all the SPVs like 𝗣𝗘𝗥𝗙𝗘𝗖𝗧 and all other projects like Stars of Kovan, MP Residences, MP Suites, etc. Okay, so that is key itself. And PED Singapore is part of the CK Asset Holding, right? I think you all know that lah, right? So, but one thing to stress is that PED is basically part of the Singapore CK Asset, right? And they are very big in Hong Kong and China, right? They are also have a lot of presence in Singapore and the UK, right? Singapore, they have all the, if you talk about some of the retail, will be Raffles Quay, Marina Bay Residences, Marina Bay Suites, yeah, MBFC, right? All these are well-known retail. You also have basically a lot of the residential. See, one thing good about CKS is basically, if they go in, they want to be the best, right? They don't want to be mediocre, right? If they build something, it must stand out. That's one thing notable about the developer, right? They want to be the best. They want to make sure that they go into that location, it must stand out, right? They must be basically the key in that particular area. Look, they also basically set a benchmark for property in Asia, right? The 21 Borat Road, 59 million at US 17,500 per square foot, right? You talk about our Singapore property, the highest is basically that, right? Okay, 23,800 per square foot. So what we have is basically peanuts. See, the developer want to stand out in terms of all over in Asia Pacific, in Asia itself, right? So what they will do is that as long as it's good location, right? Pricing is good. They know, they did all their studies. So they know that it will basically stand out and also be profitable, right? So they basically set pace for the property sector. Okay. So also the next area is basically Renowed Architect, right? Renowed Architect, they don't engage any other, they only engage the best, right? Good architects. DAP, right, is basically inception in 1967, right? It does most of the important public projects and landmarks. Some of this area, the 8 St. Thomas, the Trillium, OUE Twin Peak, Silver Sea. See, these are all notable development. Nice, right? TEN Residences is one of those that people will remember, right? Paragon, right? A lot of Indonesian, like a Paragon, yes. Orchard Central, Singpost, Vivo City, Center Point. All these are notable developments itself. So they get DAP, right, as part of it. Okay, next. 6. This is the key. Okay, why is an ideal development, right? If you look at it, it's 2 blocks of 24 story, right? No, TOP basically they put November 2026, but it could be earlier, yeah. But on paper it's November 2026. And you look at the site area, okay, the size is pretty good, yeah. 104,531 square feet is the right size, right? It's not like 30,000-40,000 small plot of land. Okay, so my concept is like this: when you buy a property, right, there are a few things. There are a few things that you need to bear in mind, right? First thing is that must be big plot of land, good development, right? Good, basically freehold, good developer, right? And also must be nice. Later, I'll emphasize why PerfecTTen is nice. These are a few key things from a property investor point of view. That's what I always tell my client. That's what I also tell my associate, right? If I invest in property, these are the few things that I want to look at. The land must be at least 100,000 square feet. Yeah, if you have 200,000, even better, right? Not too many. 230 units is just nice. If you talk about you have 200,000 square feet land, but then you have 1,000, 4,000, 8, 1,000 unit, that one is very difficult, very, very competitive, right? You want to go for en bloc also is very difficult, right? Because you have to go for so many people to get 80% is very, very difficult. So if you want to invest in property, right, invest in a property where the land is good size. This is good size, 104. Not too many units, 230 is just nice. 200 units, etc. is the right size. Okay, and you got to look at the plot ratio also, right? So plot ratio is good, right? In this case, it's 2.1, right? So, and also freehold, right? Freehold, you don't have to worry. You don't en bloc this time. You can en bloc next time, 5 years later, 10 years later, 15 years later, 20 years later. You keep holding on, you will never lose money, right? One thing good about when you buy a freehold property, right? You will never lose money, right? Because you have the basic intrinsic value. It can only go up. Yeah, it can only go up. Okay, the next thing, PerfecTTen. This is basically you're coming home to luxury, right? This is the selling point about why PerfecTTen is so good. You're coming home to luxury itself, right? You come in, there is the wow factor. The wow factor from there, right? What are these wow factor? Okay, here they emphasize on 3 phases, right? First thing, to wow you. You come in only, wow. They have this beautiful clubhouse, right? With cascading landscape, water terraces, polished marble walls and floors, everything, water features, right? I heard this one was built at about $500,000, right? So developer, the first wow that they give you is this clubhouse. Come in from far, you already see this clubhouse. Very nice, right? Second thing, impressive, is you have a very nice boulevard driveway. You come in, right? You see the clubhouse, you see your champagne colored balcony design, etc. Right? So you have that in those luxurious property or in Hong Kong, you basically have very nice driveway to go in. Wow, people will say, wow, very nice, right? In this particular area. So this is the same thing. They're going to give you the second wow, second phase, which is the wow. Boulevard driveway, very nice, lots of trees, as though you are in a millionaire's row. You go in, wow, impressive, right? Third wow, right? Grand drop off. When people come, right, they say, wow, so impressive drop off, right? In my area, the taxi driver, when they come in, wow, this must be in a rich man's place, right? You come in, the drop off is so nice, right? Glass, stones, water feature, everything, 100-meter stunning drop off in rose gold color and with a lot of water feature. So these are the telltales about so you come in, you feel good factor, right? You have your clubhouse, you have your boulevard driveway, you have your grand drop-off. So people come in also, wow, your friends drop you off also, wow, so nice, right? So this is part of the selling point that the developer is trying to get everybody, right? Wow factor, right? You come in, you have all these things. Okay, the next thing, the concept of Ma. I think you all ask a lot of questions about what is this Ma, right? Ma actually is, if you look at here, the explanation here, right? It's a Japanese first word for 空间, yeah, 间, the word here, yeah. Hanzi is this one, the more complicated one is this one, 繁体字 is this one, right? It basically means space, right? So the concept, Ma concept is very, very important, right? It basically relates to all aspects of life, include prestigious lifestyle and status, right? That's the Ma concept. Basically, you have the place, later I'll emphasize, the place, the space, and the void. What does it all mean, right? Basically, it's helps us to basically have an object and guide us to focus the best things in life, right? So it's basically what you have, it's inspiration, right? It's basically as what the Google emphasized here, right? That full of possibilities, right? Right now, basically, it sets as an inspiration ground and it inspires you to do more, to think of more things, right? Full of possibilities that you can think, right? So that's what it makes, right? So it's basically that, okay? To emphasize further, right? Talk about location, right? The first phase element is place, which is location, right? When people talk about location, right, you talk about the richness, the heritage, the prestigious neighborhood that we have, Bukit Timah, right? So this is part of it. And to tell a story, this is the picture, right? You have PerfecTTen here. This is your driveway here, guys. It's 100 meters inside. This is your Bukit Timah Road, right? So a lot of the development, the development is just very near to the road. But this one, you have a driveway here, the driveway boulevard to impress your guys. And the Twin Tower here. And this development, champagne color material, your balcony, your facade, all this champagne colored, right? So it stands out. It makes it stand out. From far, you already look, right? Wow, what is this beautiful building, right? So everybody will be it'll be the talking town, basically. From there, from far already, people will say, this is it, right? Among the landed enclave, yeah, it will stand out. So the first phase is the space, which is location, right? You look at it, you go up to the rooftop, right? 360 degrees of unobstructed view of Bukit Timah, right? 360, you go up, they have the water feature, everything. So you can look at all over Singapore, right? It's freehold land. So space, which is the location side, very good, right? The second one, void. Right? So this is your Twin Tower, right? Iconic Twin Tower. You have very nice iconic Twin Tower here with champagne colored facade, your balcony and your facade, champagne color, right? Champagne gold class, right? So it's very impressive. You have here, this is your driveway, you come in, this is your clubhouse, etc. This is your 50-meter pool, right? Your impressive, and you have the 100 meters from your road. So this is your road here, 100 meters. So when it's 100 meters, what it basically means, see, developer, when they plan out very carefully, right? You go in because of the road, a lot of people will say, oh, noisy because it's facing road, dusty because it's facing road. So developer is very smart. They know all these things. When I was basically showing some of my clients my house, the first thing they say, noisy because near the road, because dusty, right? So that's what I have. Selling point is here 100 meter above, general setback. So you avoid the noise, you avoid also the dirt, right, from the road, right? So you'll be very nice. You go in, wow, you have the setback, you have the driveway, you have the clubhouse, you have the swimming pool, right? So every unit, if you look at it, every unit will have a view. Your low floor will have basically the clubhouse and the swimming pool view here, right? Your middle floor and high floor, you have your $1 million view, right? $1 million view of unblocked view of the bungalow enclave. And the other side will basically the city view, right? So basically what it is you have this characteristic status, right? And also it's open doors to treasure. This is like you go in, wow, you are into an impressive treasure development here, right? So that's what the developer wants you to sell, right? This is a treasure to be found and to develop. This is basically your void that you can give the inspiration to do things. If let's say an artist basically get a unit here, he will draw inspiration from this development, right? Or even any sector, engineer, architect, whatever things, they stay down here, right? It's basically a void for you to develop your full potential, right? To give you inspirational ideas that you come in, relax, enjoy, and draw inspiration, right? From there. That's what it is, that void. From void into something that you develop further, right? So this is the what you call the starting point, the spark, that in order for you to inspire to your treasures or your greatness. Okay? Okay. Developer also basically will tell you, you tell your client, this PerfecTTen will be the tallest new project in Bukit Timah so far, right? So it will be the tallest 24-story high, right? It will be champagne gold class design facade, right? Yes, the wow factor 100 meter, you have the clubhouse, etc., right? You have your basically unblocked view, 80% of the development, unblocked view, 20% facing the city, right? And champagne gold class balcony design and facade. From far, people will know already. Wow, this is no ordinary those gold color whatever thing. This will be high quality champagne gold class, right? It will be very, very impressive, right? So that's why developer have the name PerfecTTen, right? You must have that substance before you even dare to call it something, right? This is the substance, guys, right? They're there to tell PerfecTTen means that they have substance, they have quality, right? This is no ordinary or just so only, yeah, just namesake. No, they have the substance. They tell you champagne gold class. I have this particular clubhouse, right? Everything. So basically, that's part of it also, right? Then you have your clubhouse, as I mentioned before already. This clubhouse costs $500,000. Is designed by world famous Zaha Hadid architects, right? So it will be very impressive. It will be very wow factor, right? It will be a talking point. It will be a masterpiece, right? People come in, wow, So nice, right? You basically just enjoy, right? That's the whole thing. They have the impressive clubhouse to wow the owners, to wow all your friends, to wow all the visitors, and wow everybody. Okay, what it is here basically, and also you have your 50-meter infinity pool. Basically borderless, right? You have your 2 towers here, right? You have your clubhouse here, right? You have your swimming pool that basically flows through your clubhouse. Imagine that, right? You have your champagne gold class, you have your 50-meter infinity pool flowing through that clubhouse. Imagine if you are staying in the towers here, yeah? You have this particular view. Wow. Yeah, that's your mark concept, right? You draw inspiration. You draw the space, the void, inspiration from there, right? You can just sit back. I always like to go, last time I used to go to Malaysia, the Awana golf course, right? I always like to sit down there at the balcony, have my breakfast, and then wow by the golf course. So nice, so peaceful. Same thing, guys, right? You have this, you stay down here in your towers, right? You have your morning tea, your morning breakfast, your afternoon tea, your night snack, whatever things. You look at that infinity pool, all lit up. Yeah, you look at that beautiful clubhouse. You say, this is life, right? So this is perfect. That's why they say PerfecTTen. This is the perfect life, perfect luxury lifestyle that you want, right? And that's not all. See, they have a lot of things to boast about. It's not just 1 or 2 or what. Everything, they have this comprehensive wow factor for you, right? They just have the clubhouse, they have the 50-meter infinity pool, the infinity pool pass through your clubhouse, and they also have this first of its kind glass lift, right? You know the Hamilton Scott is the talking point of the town, right? They say, oh, I can put my Ferrari there, right? Everybody remember Hamilton Scott because of that particular feature. Same thing, right? They have this glass lift, right, that will be outside and looking at that view itself. So it's very impressive. So they have all these so-called all the wow factors all accumulated together to give you perfect imagination, give you that Ma concept. This is life, this is lifestyle, this is spectacular luxury. Okay, that's why they say Ma concept, right? It basically gives you that wow factor from the void, the space, etc., to give you imagination, right? Full of ideas for you, right? When you stay in PerfecTTen, right, you basically will be saying, wow, this is life, man, right? This is luxury. I don't want to go anywhere already. I just want to stay in PerfecTTen. Especially now with COVID, yeah, you stay at home, you enjoy the luxury. You enjoy the quietness of Bukit Timah. You enjoy the features that PerfecTTen give you, right? So that's why it's basically it's good. It's the talking point. Okay. The third element of Ma, space. Okay, functional sizes, right? When they give you size, basically they give you that. You see, the developer is very smart. They have done their study, right? In this Bukit Timah location, 2 and 3 bedroom sizes sells. You know why? People buy because of the school, right? People buy because they want to pass to the children and grandchildren something that they like. Because a lot of them stays in a bungalow, big landed, they want their children to stay closer to them, right? Primary, that's right. They want the children to stay closer to them, right? So what they want is that, hey, I buy something lah. Buy something near Bukit Timah. PerfecTTen is nice because it's very near and it's so grand, so nice, right? And you have 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom. I have a lot of clients also that want 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, right? Some are basically buy because of their children and grandchildren. I have a doctor client. Well, I want a 2-bedroom. I don't want too big for them because they're just starting up. So I want to buy something that they will basically have a good starting point for them. So developer have all this, they've done their studies, I'm very, very sure, right? So that's why you only have 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom. And when you have 2-bedroom, it's not ordinary 2-bedroom, it's around 800 square feet, right? And they give you 2-bed, 2-bath. They don't give you 2-bedroom, 1-bath, right? No, when they sell luxury because they want to wow people. They don't, this one, I want the economical, I want the compact. No compact, no economical. Everything is luxury material. Everything is luxury size, right? So they give you for 2-bedroom is 800 square feet, right? 2-bed, 2-bath, right? So, and this is comprised about 60%. So all this is pretty just hot from the oven, press. We got it only from the developer last week. So that's why we can share with you more now. Okay. Facing Bukit Timah, 4 stacks of 2-bedroom, right? With storeroom, etc. Okay, and 2 stacks, 2-bedroom with private lift lobby. You have the premium version with private lift lobby for 2-bedroom, right? And the sort of luxury that they give you, yeah, the brands and fittings, you have the Miele. This Miele, I was told, is from Germany, not China type. This is high-end quality stuff, all from Germany, direct. Not the local version, not the China version, not or whatever version. This is value-added, high material, high cost, right? They give you the good stuff, right? Steam oven, right? Integrated fridge. That's for the 2-bedroom. 3-bedroom, right? About 40%, around 1,003 square feet. For a 3-bedroom, 1,003 square feet, it's very luxurious already, right? Nice. Private lift lobby. And you have the private glass lift, right? This one will be the private glass lift itself, looking outwards, looking at the $1 million view, right? And you have your dry and wet kitchen with sliding doors. See, they plan all these things in detail. It's nice, luxurious material, luxurious brands, luxurious fittings, and they make sure that it's comfortable also, right? A lot of the fittings you see, right? Duravit, Leroy and Bosch, right? Hansgrohe, and Gold series of shower mixers, right? When they want to give, they want to impress, right? So basically, they impress you with a lot of things. Gold champagne glass lah, glass leaf lah, yeah, all these gold series of shower mixers. So it makes that you come in, wow. First, you come in from the driveway, right? Wow, boulevard, nice driveway boulevard. Wow, drop-off point, so nice. Wow, you have your clubhouse. Then you come into your actual unit, you step into it. It's even more wow, right? That's what the developer wants you to tell your buyers, right? There is something. This is luxury development. That's why they call it PerfecTTen. Everything that you see is all, basically all wow, right? Okay, master bathroom with a view, right? Double wash basin, the his and hers, bathtub, and separate shower area. Bathtub and shower area, separate shower area is also something that I heard the Japanese, the Korean, and a lot of people like, because they like to separate all these things. Bathtub is bathtub, separate shower, etc. And you have your Bluetooth speaker, ceiling speaker. You go and take your bath, you on your Spotify music, you have your wine with you. So lifestyle, like enjoy, right? There you sit at the bathtub, you can sit there for 1 hour. Enjoy, right? And I was told this one is a good feature that ladies like. The 3-meter wardrobe here, right? This is only for 3-bedroom, yeah. 3-meter wardrobe here, you can put in all your barang-barang, your clothes, etc. Ladies like lah. I was told, that this lady's favorite. Okay, and also you have your certain beauty fridge and safe inside wardrobe, etc. Right? This is all for the 3-bedroom. So small details like this, right? They study all these things into the small details, right? So 2 and 3-bedroom, right? Which is very nice. I think this is a good for those people, yeah, that want to buy for their children, for their grandchildren, for young parents that basically wants to come because of the school. Something which is decent, nice, and near to the school. Right? Something which the rich would love, because this is Bukit Timah area and this is the right size. Before they go and later on, once they have worked maybe 10, 15 years, then they can upgrade to their 4-bedroom and their penthouse, their everything, right? Okay, just basically to talk about it, development. When you are buying PerfecTTen, you are buying a trophy asset, right? You are buying a trophy asset, a masterpiece that you could say, wow, I bought this one-of-a-kind type of development, the best unit, champagne gold class, right, area, clubhouse, drive walkway, and you have this mark concept here, right? You have your twin tower here, you have your clubhouse, etc. So the design basically also will feature you the mark concept, inspirational, something that basically you can talk about the space, the location, and the void, right? So it will be the talking point, right? And it will be in Bukit Timah, it will be the one of the grandest, if not the grandest, right? Along this stretch, 26 km of Bukit Timah, right? This is at the expensive area of Bukit Timah, not just the upper Bukit Timah area, District 21. This is prime Bukit Timah area. Okay, so a lot to tell about PerfecTTen. 7, right? 7 point. You see, when you sell about mixed development, people talk about live, work, and play. Okay, I've lived here for the past 15 years, right? I love it. It's quiet. Anywhere I go, basically, I can go within half an hour. The serenity, the tranquility, the landed enclave, right? The air is fresher, right? It's away from the madding crowd of the shopping center. A lot of people like what they say, oh, I don't want to be near the shopping center because it's very noisy, right? But yet, it's within reach. So Bukit Timah is the best alternative because I can go to Orchard, right? To go Orchard, basically there are 2 ways. Either you walk there, you drive there, or you take a bus, right? You take a bus, or just go opposite only. I think it's about to Orchard about 4 stop, 5 stop, bus stop. Yeah, normally I go Orchard, I don't drive, right? Avoid all this car park. I just take the bus, very easy. I just sit back, 15 minutes, I reach already. I don't have to worry about car park. I don't have to worry about things. If I'm lazy, I just take the MRT. I just go to Stevens MRT. I just go down there, take the MRT, then I drop to Orchard. Hassle-free. When I go Orchard, I don't need to drive. I don't need to pay the expensive car park, right? So I go Orchard. Normally, I don't drive. I either walk there or I take the bus or take the MRT. So very easy. To live is very, very comfortable. And during weekend, what I do is that I go to the, walk every day to the Goodwood Hill, right? Which is sometimes I also go to Ardmore Park. Okay, this is one thing good about this area here near PerfecTTen, right? I also think, oh, Ardmore Park, so nice. I also wish to have a unit in Ardmore Park one of these days. Also my dream home lah. I'm ex-Indonesian, so Ardmore Park, Paragon, all these things is something that I like. Of course, not the Mount Elizabeth lah. I basically like the Ardmore Park and the Paragon only, right? So yes, I walk there. Right? I envisage, wow, how the Angmo live, how the expat live. Very nice area, right? And the Balmoral area that goes to Bukit Timah. So very nice walk. Go to the botanical garden. Occasionally, my brother-in-law comes, whatever things, we go to the nature reserve, right? Walk down there, do the hiking trail. Very cooling, very nice, right? So this is part of live, work, right? And play. And basically, as I said before, you work from here, you don't need to drive. Like my son go to the CBD area promenade. He just go to the Stephen MRT, right? 5 stops, he reach promenade. From promenade, he comes back. Hassle-free, because it's so good. The downtown line is very, very good for those people, working people, right? That works in the town. You go downtown, right? But if you want to go other places like Ang Mo Kio, Raffles Place, Tanjong Pagar, you just go to the Newton interchange north-south line, right? Or the east-west line, you go. Very easy. So it's the most interconnected. Play. Okay, there are a few places to play, right? For example, you have your Sky Park, right? Yeah, you can go jogging there. You can go running. You can go around Bukit Timah also if you want to, or you can go to the, a lot of people like myself and others that I see, we go to the Goodwood Hill there, right? Goodwood Hill down there are all the black and white houses, right? The air is very fresh, very nice. A lot of people like to go there and jog. Jog 1 round, 2 round, 3 round, or whatever round that you want, right? Or you want to go cycling, you can go to the, next time will be to the rail corridor, the park connectors, and all the future trail interconnected sites right around the island. So the Bukit Timah transformation is something that will be key, that will also connected to all the parks, right? And horse riding, there are not many places that do horse riding, yeah. So a lot of the kids love it, right? So a lot of the kids, they go to Horse City there, do for horse riding, etc. So sometimes it could be a good weekend getaway, right? And there's also some lunch places there that you have. Yeah, first time, I think not many city areas can smell the horse dung and all those things. That's the place that you want to have a feel about countryside, right? You go down there, yeah. You do horse riding, you smell a bit of the horse dung, etc. Also, that's good, right? And for the car enthusiasts, you have the Bukit Timah Turf Club there, right? There for cars, for second-hand cars, for a lot of things. You want to do a lot of things also. They have also not just cars, they have a lot of those fine dining areas also, right? For people who love to golf, you have the Champion Golf Course. I didn't know about this until I Googled it. Hey, Champion Golf Course Sports Center, 9 golf course. Yeah, I need to try this. Right? They have this over 2 km and driving range. It's open to the public, right? So instead, right now, because of COVID, you cannot go to Malaysia, you cannot have that. You can try this one, Champion Golf and Sports Center, right? To do that. Okay, lifestyle, work balance, right? So you have your live, work. Now is work balance lifestyle. Yeah. PerfecTTen offer this type of lifestyle with luxury living, right? You have all your comfortable facilities that you have from your own home, right? You also have basically, right now they have a new addition. You have fine dining places in Orchard, Holland, Dempsey. Within it's just 10 minutes drive, right? You go Holland, you go Orchard, whatever, you go Dempsey, all the fine dining. If you, let's say you are lazy, you don't want to drive, you can just walk to the Smith Fish and Chips, original. A lot of people go down there, right? A lot of the Ang Mo eat the fish and chip, drink the drink the beers, etc. A lot of locals also, right? They also have Thai food. They also have steak there. Thai miap. I go down there quite frequent. Thai miap. Pizza. Pizza is good because they have 1-for-1 promotion. Hey, one big large pizza, they give you another one free. About $26 only. A lot of Ang Mo like there, a lot of the locals go and buy pizza there. They have promotion every day from Monday to Friday, right? Big, large pizza, right? 1-for-1 free, $26. Yeah, we always eat pizza sometimes. We say, hey, lazy to cook. Let's go have pizza because it's thin crust, even better. New addition around Balmoral Plaza there. They have the newest coffee bean. And the talk about right now, within this month, Finest Gourmet, NTUC Finest Gourmet, right? They have all the coffee lah, all the fine cut steaks lah, all those things in there. Yeah, this is very good. In fact, the NTUC Finest is good there, right? You can have your fruits, your vegetables, your eggs, whatever things in there also. That's the newest addition in Balmoral Plaza. Right, a lot of people love it. So I believe if you stay in PerfecTTen, a lot of the owners will frequent the pizza, the coffee bean, the NTUC Finest, the Smith Fish and Chip. It will be at least once a week, lah. Definite. Right. So this is within easy reach. Right. And of course, if you are adventurous, you go to the Newton Food Center, right? You have your all your seafood lah, your whatever things, you know, interest tourist food attraction. Crazy Rich Asian, they have that also, right, in the movie. So that's one of the spectacular. If you like other food, you like Indian food, you like pasta, you like Italian food, along 6th Avenue, right? And I was talking about Turf City. Right, they have a lot of eating places there. The Dancing Crab, the Ayat Seafood is there. The dim sum is cheap and good, right? So you have dim sum, you have the Tung Lok Signature Restaurant also there, right? Another popular places to dine would be the Greenwood area, right? Greenwood area fish and chip, right? That is nice for all the seafood. I do frequent there quite often, all right? Then the pepperoni pizza, and they have things like the buffet, the Japanese buffet, $39, right? It's pretty good. They have there, right? And of course, you have the pizza and grill, right? Okay, are you all enjoying things so far? Right? As though I'm talking to the wall. If it is, right, give me a sign. Yeah, good. Okay, more to share, more to share. Hold on. More to share. I'm just telling you from a perspective of a seasoned resident here. Okay, some of y'all may not be here, right? Because y'all don't know. So something that I'm sharing my lifestyle here in Bukit Timah. I've enjoyed it so far. Okay. A lot, this is more for the ladies lah, and maybe some of the guys, the cooks, etc. Grocery shopping, right? Where to get all the wet market, where to get all the fish, the food, the crabs, the prawns, etc. You go to the wet market, right? I always go to the Whampoa market or the Pekyo. I always tapao lunch here also. Tapao lunch from the Whampoa market and the Pekyo. Whampoa market here, they have very nice the tohua, the bean curd, right? Very nice bean curd. They also have, they also have very nice coffee here. The Whampoa market, cheap and good. Nice coffee, $1 only. Wow, I always go there for the coffee. Cheap and good. This guy sell. Next time you come, or whatever, I bring you there, the Whampoa market, right? You have nice tohua, you have nice coffee, right? Everything lah. Pekyo also have very nice. The bean curd drink is also very good, right? And of course, your Bukit Timah food center lah, right? So wet market is these places, right? You want all your cold storage, your NTUC finest, okay, your finest gourmet NTUC, these are all more for high end. Balmoral Plaza, they sell you very nice cut steak, and it's quite affordable lah. Yeah, not expensive, quite affordable, quite good. You can go to cold storage. Sometimes I go to cold storage here in Claymore Connect just to buy my milk lah, etc. lah, here and there. Okay. Or occasionally you can also go to NTUC Coronation Plaza. I used to go to Bukit Timah Plaza when I was staying in Upper Bukit Timah, but I seldom go there now. I go to the Zhongshan Mall, NTUC, or I go to the Whampoa Market. And if you like Sheng Siong, right, they have very big Sheng Siong in the HDB area here, right? Cheap and good. So these are all your grocery shopping. If your client asks you, how about grocery shopping, especially those ladies, whatever thing, how about wet market? So name them all this, right? I go to all of this, so I know where they are, right? Trust me, they are good, right? Okay. Why Bukit Timah is good, right? The name Bukit Timah stands for, in Malay, Bukit means hill. Tin means, Timah means hill. So it's tin hill. So it's a source of mineral and wealth. Actually, geomancy is good lah, right? Actually, I make my wealth creation also because of Bukit Timah. Okay, because I send my youngest son from Upper Bukit Timah. I go and search because my elder two sons was neighbourhood school lah, the Bukit Timah Primary School. So I says, hey, Bukit Timah, the government school, I want to try the more renowned, good schools. So I search around. I says, Upper Bukit Timah. I moved to Bukit Timah, right? I spent like a week sourcing where are the good places in Bukit Timah, where to stay, where to this. Okay, so I also look around. I says, ideal place. I found a place near King Chin Road there, right? What we call the Sion now, right? I moved from Upper Bukit Timah. I went into a development called can't remember the name of it. Not the Mark. Right now, M Block to become Sion, right? So that's where I started also. I started because of Bukit Timah. From there, we M Block. From there, I invest in properties. From there, I grow. Yeah, I grow my wealth. I grow my property passion, everything, right from Bukit Timah. So to me, this is a source of minerals and wealth, which is true, right? So I make my fortune right from Bukit Timah days, right? So the geomancy is good, whether you believe it or not, but I'm telling you, it's good for me so far, okay? And also a lot of expats and locals, they like Bukit Timah because it's quiet, tranquil, peaceful, air is fresher, the schools, etc. Yeah, because of the schools, etc. Yeah. See, parents parents basically like to plan for the children, right? They always want to bring the children to a good school. Okay, so you have two good schools here, the ACS Parker and the SCGS. So this is something they look forward to. They also not just because the school, right? When they basically want to stay, they have to basically also make sure that it's livable, right? Something that they desire. So Bukit Timah is the right mix. You have the good school, you have something that the family can enjoy, you have live, work, and play down there, right? So a lot of people desire to have a home in Bukit Timah. It's their favorite desire home, right? And what it is near to Orchard, right? It's near to everywhere. You go anywhere else, is only half an hour drive. So it's one of the favorite destination. Yes. So far I've been staying here. My son also said, "Oh, very nice." Yeah. Not so crowded. Even the Newton MRT, right? Not so crowded, etc. So it's good. Okay, number 10. Why is so good? Right? Capital gain potential. See, one thing about when you talk about price, yeah, one thing about you have to bear the mindset of the rich, right? Mindset of the parents, right? So when they buy, because they already make their fortune, the rich already make their fortune. They want to buy something which is good, right? They can afford. They can afford. You ask them the price difference between a 500,000, 800,000 difference. Say, no problem. It's okay. Important thing is that you must have the good location, right? Must be freehold, must have the good school, must be in a very quiet environment. So they don't mind paying extra. They don't mind paying slightly more or more, right? Important thing is a price, it's, I would say, secondary. It's not primary, right? You are not attracting people because of price. You're attracting people, the rich, the buyers, etc., because of location, because of school, right? Because most of these people, the rich, they have made their money already, right? A few 100,000, a few million difference doesn't matter. So don't bother too much about pricing, right? When you buy a car, you see when a rich buy a car, do they bother about, hey, I go and buy a Toyota Vios because it's nice? No, you are not talking to this type of people that basically want to count every cent. No, these people, when they buy Bentley lah, they buy Lamborghini lah, they buy Ferrari lah. Do you talk about cost? Cost between a few 100,000, cost between 500,000? No. Whether you have the right luxury stuff or not, whether you have that wow factor or not, okay, that is key. Believe me, right? When we launched PerfecTTen, you know which one sells first? The upper floors. Anything from 15th floor and above, those will be gone first. A lot of the second floor, third floor, those will be later part. They say, too low, don't want. I want the high floors. High floor more expensive. No problem. Money is not a problem. So don't get too stuck with price, right? They can afford. Okay, the rich can afford. The young parents can afford. Important thing is that freehold, good schools, good location. This thing sells, and also because it's has this wow factor. That's why the developer is smart. They want to make sure that they have this wow factor, right? Pooling factor, the pool factor, right? That's why they make it nice. That's why they even dare to call it PerfecTTen, right? If you don't have that guts, you won't even call it PerfecTTen, right? PerfecTTen, they must have the so-called, the Chinese word must have the liao, the content, the substance, right? So you look at it, price is between 3,002 and 3,007, right? From there, the 2-bedroom, you are looking at 2.5 million and above. 2.5 million to the parents is, well, I can afford it, no problem. I want the top floor, 3 million, no problem, right? 3-bedroom, 4 million plus 4.2 million, easy, no problem, right? To them, it's not price. To them, is whether I have the right facing or not, whether I have the size, the functional size, whether the layout is good or not, right? Whether the orientation is good or not, right? Whether yes, this wow factor or not, whether is it near to school. So in PerfecTTen, you have everything, right? You also have the price. Sometimes a lot of people will say, okay, price doesn't matter. In fact, this price is good because it shows their status, that they can afford it. If I stay in PerfecTTen, means I've arrived, right? If I stay in PerfecTTen, means my children are from up to a certain level, right? It's a different factor, guys, right? You're selling something like white people, they go and buy BMW, they buy Mercedes, they buy all the sports cars to show people that they have arrived, right? Feel good. They want what we call the face, 面子, right? So this is what you sell. You sell basically the face. You sell that you have arrived. You have this level. I have this particular status. I have this particular wealth. Okay, you sell like that. You don't sell because, alamak, I want $2,000 per square feet, 2,005 per square feet. No, in fact, I want the top floor, right? I want the 23rd floor, the 22nd floor, the 21st floor. I want good facing, right? So this one will sell, right? It's as long as you have that material, as long as you have that nice things that they want. So you have all the things that they want. See, developer is smart. They give you everything. Freehold, right? Nice location, wow factor. You have your Ma concept that basically inspirational, right? You have your 3-phase, which is your clubhouse, your boulevard, your drive boulevard, and the 100-meter setback. That is very key. The 100-meter setback, believe me, it's very, very good. Because where I'm staying right now, right, Rich mentioned, there is no setback. And sometimes can be noisy. This one, if you have 100-meter setback, you are already absorbed by the driveway. And that driveway basically will have this clearance, yeah, from the noise. And also they make it so nicely, plant a lot of the trees, become a wow factor also. So these are all selling points, right? They know when they sell this, they give you the right product, right? In Chinese, they call 一分钱一分货, right? That means that if you sell at the right price, they give you the right product, right? So Orchard pricing is already about 3,600, 4,500, right? You look at some of those in Orchard area, right? 3,600 to 4,500. Are they impressive? Some are not, right? But definitely, if you are talking about PerfecTTen in Bukit Timah, it will be the talking point of Bukit Timah, right? Everybody, this is the new kid on the block. It stands out, right? It has this wow factor, right? So it will be the most outstanding development in the 25 km stretch of Bukit Timah, right? And it's near Orchard. So a lot of people, what they do is that they buy, they enjoy, right? They enjoy the Ma concept, they enjoy the inspiration, the space, the location, the void, etc., right? And work from home and just wait. Freehold, you don't have to worry. You just wait. 5 year, 10 year, 15 year. Singapore will be more expensive, right? Government just announced already minimum wage, etc., right? With all these things, everything will be more expensive, right? So if you basically buy into PerfecTTen, right, you are holding a freehold property, you are freehold a location, a good location, you got good schools, right? That's part of the things. Okay, Terence shared with you already about pricing, right? So these are 26 projects. PerfecTTen is around 3,002 to 3,007 per square feet, right? You look at Bukit Timah area already, right? A lot of them are around 3,000, 3,002 already. And do they stand out, right? Do they give you the sort of value that PerfecTTen gives, right? It's just like a lot of development. When you buy, alamak, why I buy this one? I should have bought this one nicer, better, and all those things. A lot of people will regret. Believe me, a lot of people will say, wow, I should have bought into PerfecTTen. You know, how I wish that I didn't buy so early, right? So when it launched, it'll be the talking point of the town, right? Everybody wants to go into it also. So sometimes you look at it, Bukit Timah area, you look at Balmoral area, it will be pale comparison when PerfecTTen will launch, right? When PerfecTTen basically will be later on, TOP, etc. It definitely will stand up, right? A lot of the owners will say, thank goodness I bought this development. Thank goodness I managed to get a unit over here, right? So to them, price is not an issue. Price is reasonable. They say, this is price reasonable. You buy a quality stuff, you buy a nice handbag, you buy a nice car. Do you complain that it's branded? Do you ever complain that it's branded? You buy a nice Rolex, do you ever complain that it's branded? Do you ever complain that it's expensive? The rich don't. They say, I have this collection, right? It's the pride, it's the face. So you're selling luxury. That's how you sell luxury, guys, right? You are not selling market stuff. You're selling good branded stuff, right? Yes, that's what you're selling. You compare all these things, right? To all the, I don't want to talk about all the development and all the things. We're also marketing this development, right? So, but it will be pale comparison when PerfecTTen is launched, when PerfecTTen is fully developed, right? It will definitely stand up, right? Otherwise, they won't call it PerfecTTen. Otherwise, it's not CKS, right? So when they launch things, they want to make sure that they also say, this is one of their so-called launching pad next time. Wow, right? So they say this is one of their brand development next time. You see that, PerfecTTen. This is one of my luxury development I've done. It will be the selling point for CKS, for future development, right? That's what they want to brand this as, right? They have a lot of other things which is in the outskirts, but they say for luxury item, for good location, I have PerfecTTen. This is their new start into something, into a luxury development style. That's how developer is going to brand it next time. They will use the PerfecTTen as their launching pad for luxury development. Believe me, right? They have a lot of plans. They will buy more land, they will buy more high-end area, they'll go into a lot of the nice places, and they will use PerfecTTen as one of their launching pad for luxury development. Right. So that is something, I mean, I'm talking it from a personal point of view. That's my viewpoint. I think that's something that the developer will have in mind. So that's what it is. Okay, you see a lot of other places already. Boulevard 88, right? Selling 3,006. Boulevard 88 is impressive. Yes, a lot of people. Le Nassim, all the rich guys. I have buyers that says, I want the best. Yeah, I'm waiting for the Nassim area also, right? To them, price is not a concern. 5,009, so what, right? Per square feet, right? A lot of the thing. Park Nova. Well, mark me, Park Nova, when we first launched, wow, $4,000 per square feet, 4,005 per square feet, crazy, Look, it sells. Okay, actually, for the rich, the higher price it is, the more they want. The higher price it is, the more they want to own the unit, because it shows status consciousness, right? Especially some of the Chinese, right? It says, see, I can buy into this, means I've arrived. I'm there, right? If it's not expensive, I don't buy. So that's the mentality of the rich, right? They basically want to buy into something which is nice and good, right? So PerfecTTen, it has all these features, right? Same thing, right? The mark, expensive area, basically from there, right? The mark is basically more a bit passe lah, huh? Right now, everybody is talking about the Nassim area, all these things, the Park Nova, the passing area. So the mark is no longer setting benchmark. It used to be the benchmark in the 20s, 2011, 2015, they set the benchmark for the most expensive. Now, no way, right? Other development will set benchmark already. Okay. CCR prices. If you look at the compare of this chart, the RCR, OCR is already about $2,000 per square feet, 2,000 over the dollar. Next time, 3,000 over the dollar per square feet for core central region is nothing, right? Yes, a lot of upside potential here, right? You are only rising 0.6%, especially when you are buying into freehold property, good location, the expensive area of Upper Bukit Timah, of Bukit Timah itself, right? As I say, you hold and wait, right? It will definitely go up. So window of opportunity in the core central region. And I want to share with you one last part, how you summarize, how you sell PerfecTTen, okay? See, this is like a tree with deep roots, okay? The deep roots, basically, you have the intrinsic value. As I explained many times, this is called the intrinsic value, right? Basic value that will be basically your freehold, prime district location, in expensive area of Bukit Timah, good school, 1 km ACS boy and girl. This is called cannot run away already. It has this basic intrinsic value. It will not go down, it will only go up. Because this is so-called the foundation, right? Like the roots itself, basically you have deep, strong roots. These are deep, strong roots that basically have this foundation. Right? So you have your tree trunk here. This is your developer, CKS. This is your development, PerfecTTen, right? PerfecTTen basically will have this tree trunk to even build a stronger foundation for you. It has that wow factor for you. You have the concept of Ma, the space, the location, the void, right? To basically draw inspiration, right? And because you have the wow factor, your clubhouse, your driveway, boulevard driveway, your drop-off area, all this will be the wow factor that will provide you that stability, right? People will say, yes, that's a good development. Yes, that's one of the most, my sought after development, right? For those owners that says, that bought, I'm glad that I bought a property here, okay? That's part of the tree trunk here to provide, to strengthen further, yeah, on what you have. Then the next will be your branches. How far, wide, etc. will be, you tell a story. What story are there that will basically grow your wealth for you, right? You have your Bukit Timah transformation, you have your Sky Park, right? You have all the amenities, you have all the travel conveniences like MRT, expressway, etc. All this basically will branch out and grow your wealth, right? From there. And after that, all you need to do, because this is freehold, right? Freehold, how fast you want to grow your money, how fast you want to reap your benefit, your capital gain, depends on what it is, right? So if it's TOP and it's very, very impressive, straight away within 4 or 5 years, you will reap your benefit already from there. Your fruits, your apple tree, your whatever tree that you have, you will reap the benefit from this, right? So explain the story about to the client down here. Show them this diagram. Hey, this is your important few things down here. Your foundation, your deep roots, your tree trunk, your development here, right? Your all the wow factor that you have. Explain to them. You just tell them this is a safe investment, right? You can never go wrong, right? You will be buying one of the best product that you have. Okay.
With its long history of property development expertise, CK Asset Holdings has built many notable landmark buildings in Hong Kong, China, United Kingdom, and Singapore. CK Property Holdings is one of the largest developers in Hong Kong with market value of 298 billion Hong Kong dollars as at 28 February 2021. In February 2021, a 3,378 square foot penthouse unit in CK Asset Holdings 21 Borat Road luxury residential project in Hong Kong was sold at record-breaking price in Asia at 136,000 Hong Kong dollars PSF or 459 million Hong Kong dollars. CK Asset's track record, strong expertise, reputation, and financial strength has contributed significantly to the cityscape of Hong Kong and Singapore. Several joint venture and luxury residential properties in Singapore that represent the excellence of CK Asset Holdings include Marina Bay Financial Center, Marina Bay Residences, Marina Bay Suites, Karen Hill Crest, The Vision, Thompson Grand, and Stars of Coven. Invest in CK Asset Holdings PerfecTTen. The next iconic masterpiece shall soon be in your possession.